Hey, how are you? Just out for a walk. I've just been reflecting on some things today, and been thinking about something that I hope might help some of you watching this video. It's about letting go. And the reason I thought I'd do this video is, as you may know, my wife and I are stepping down from business at the end of the year. A lot of people have said to me, we can't see you retiring. I mean, I've been doing this for nearly 30 years, so I understand where they're coming from. And I have threatened to step down before, but the causes and conditions weren't right. Now that the causes and conditions are right, I can step down and let go. So one of the questions I keep getting asked is, am I finding it difficult to let go? And when I think about that, the answer is no. And the reason is, I prepared for it. I do a lot of studying, as you know. I read a lot of stuff to do with the mind. I'm interested in positive psychology, Buddhism, all these sorts of things. And if I just lean on Buddhism for a moment, Buddhists believe that grasping, wanting things to remain the same, basically, is the root of all suffering. So think about that for a second. So if anyone is holding on to something too tight, it's going to cause suffering. And the reason is that nothing in life is permanent. Everything is subject to change. That's called impermanence. Just like the waves here. You can hear the waves crashing on the shore there. Well, the wave will rise and fall. It's part of the sea. And then once it's hit the shore, it disappears. But it goes back to being part of the whole. And it's the same with us as human beings. This physical state that I'm walking around in, this body, it's impermanent. One day, this will go. And it will go back to being part of the whole, part of the cosmos. Now, the energy, that's a different thing. Because the first law of thermodynamics states that energy cannot be destroyed, cannot be created, it can only be transformed. So just like the wave will be transformed back into the ocean, my energy, when this physical body ends, will be transformed back into different forms. And it will continue in my children and their children, just as my ancestors continue on in me. This is something, I don't just believe this because I think it's a nice thing to think of. It's actually scientifically true. And if you go back to scripture, 2,500, 3,000 years ago, they were talking about it then. So what's the relevance to you? You probably think I'm fucking mad. Well, some of you may be suffering right now because of change that's happening in your life. And remember, everything is impermanent. Nothing lasts forever. So, it could be that the job you have may not be there in a month. You may have been given notice. It could be that you've been made redundant now. But your job was never permanent. It was never going to be permanent. It could be that the relationship you're in is ending. You've been in a loving relationship with someone, and now that's either ending or coming to an end. And do you want to hold on to that person? It's causing you a lot of pain, a lot of heartache. But maybe sometimes you just need to let them go. It could be a friendship. You could have been friends with someone for a long time, and the dynamics have changed. Different causes have occurred, which have caused different effects. You don't have to hate them, but you have to let them go. Now, in Buddhism, they believe that you can become enlightened at any moment. And one of the paths to enlightenment is experiencing nirvana. Now, when people talk about nirvana, they talk about heaven, but it's not. It's completely different. Nirvana is free of attachment. So when you don't have anything more to hold on to, you're truly free. That's nirvana. So I hope this video helps, because everything in your life at some stage is going to leave you. I don't mean that from a depressive point of view. It's just a fact. You know, I've experienced it in my life. My parents, who I loved, they died. Relationships I had in the past have ended. Friendships I've had have moved on. People I've worked with, I no longer work with. Jobs I've had have ended. It's just the nature of things. It's just the way things are. So, going back to the business, yes, I'm ready to let it go. Why? It needs to change. And I've got two great people taking it over. Two fresh pairs of eyes on it. And I think a comment was made by someone that's, I'll probably be in the background still pulling the strings. Not at all. I'll be there to help and support. But when you let go, you have to let go. And that means not being in the background with the strings. But I will be there to help the lads if they need it. So I hope that helps you. And remember, holding on too tightly, sometimes it's the worst thing you can do for your own peace of mind, for your own sanity, for your own health and well-being. You just have to let things go. Okay, you have a great evening. I'm going to continue my walk and listen to the sea. All the best. Speak to you soon.